What's good people? How's everybody doing? It's the Virgo Verdict with your man Will B, Sherrod Cohen, and my girl Tracy Ricks. We get into some good topics and some things, and we just want to know your verdict on it. We're gonna give our verdict. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and what's the other one, y'all? Comment.
Yes, and share.
And shit that
Yeah,
joint.
and share. That's the one. Share. Sherrod, what we talking about today for the Virgo Verdict?
All right, man. I was sent a text message
Okay.
from an individual that wants to know, should men absolutely hold each other accountable for the fuck shit they do? So I had to ask, because I'm a Virgo. What fuck shit specifically?
Right? Come on.
you know? And they were like, huh? I said,
Yeah.
what fuck shit is he doing? And then it said cheating, verbal, emotional, and physical assault.
Ooh,
Okay.
man.
So I guess I'm under the assumption that this person must be a friend of mine, brother, or something like that, you know,
Somebody you have
because,
access to.
yeah, somebody
Yeah.
I have access to. Because my thing on what another man does in his household is I don't have control over it if I don't know him. But if I am to speak to men in general right now about cheating, verbal, emotional, and physical assault, is brother, steer clear of that. You know what I'm saying? If the cheating, you like what you like, do what you do. If you don't get caught, in, I see that cheating thing is too many moving parts for the cheating thing, because
Yeah.
there's the reason why you do it is you want to, and then there's the excuses you use for why you did it, and you got to reconcile that shit with your mate. So the cheating part, I'm not talking to you about that because you ain't my homeboy. We gonna move that away, out the way. Now the verbal, emotional, and physical assault, I can't go with that.
Go
You
with it,
know,
bro.
if I'm just general conversation with men, bruh, if you got to verbally assault the woman to feel superior, if you in any way got to emotionally abuse or physically abuse a woman to feel like a man, use a bitch.
Total.
That
Would you
ain't
use those
that just
words?
that ain't no parsing of the words in it. Use a straight bitch ass nigga if
No
you
doubt.
gotta abuse a woman. Now, if you somebody I know personally, I'm gonna holler at you in a way, man, because I'm gonna be up in your shit. You cheating on your woman. Okay, I'm gonna give you the scenarios. I've cheated, got caught. It ain't
Mhm.
cool. It ain't good. And your relationship is never the fucking same after it happens. Y'all can get back together. Y'all can say you forgive, but you goddamn sure don't forget. And
No.
whatever move you make, if you go to the bathroom and your right foot usually go in the bathroom first, but now your left foot went in first, they looking at it like, oh shit, you must be cheating because that's what you did last time you cheated on me. Your left foot went in the bathroom first. So you
Right.
are under a fucking microscope,
Man.
25/8, 395 days of the fucking year because you cheated. You broke that trust. You broke that bond. You broke your fucking word, right? I'm gonna tell you not to do it. I'm telling young men right off the rip now, bro, don't get caught up with being a player, ripping and running from different female, because we always talk about women having sex with a bunch of men and how their value is diminished. Now I'm gonna talk to y'all about ripping and running to different women. Now, we may not diminish your value, but what that does is diminish your ability to stop that shit on a dime. That's like running full speed in them slip and slide shoes you got from Pickway back in the day. You can't stop. You're going to keep sliding, right? So if you out here ripping and running with different females, it does become very difficult to slow down and jump to one woman and be there. It does. So I'm telling you, young men now, hey man, when you go out here, man, you should spend your youth trying to build the better version of yourself. Pussy and problems are always going to be here if you want it. Get your shit together right the fuck now and become the best version of yourself. And verbal, emotional, and physical abuse, there's no way in the world I can look at you as a man if you do any of that. You're a man. The type of man you are is, we're going back to the beginning. You's a straight bitch, flat out. That's my verdict, right there. What y'all think?
As a man talking to another man, if you my homie, Rod, you my homie. If I see you doing something that's out of pocket, you and I gonna have a conversation because I'm your dude. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, come here, let me holler at you, bro. You got a good girl, man. Why are you out here running around with extracurricular activities and shit? You know what I'm saying? I know we grown, and like you said, you attract or whatever. I get it. But that verbal, emotional, and physical shit, man, you're gonna have a real talk, bro. Now, the cheating thing, I can't really say a whole lot about because that's on you. But that verbally insulting her and carrying on like that because you want to feel up, that's not the way to go. And as your friend, I'm gonna check you on that fuck shit. Like, man, you fucking up, bro. One, you can go to jail. All it takes is that one phone call. Tracy, you a lady. All it takes is one phone call, and them boys come down.
Yep.
And it's like, yo, man, you don't want those problems. So as your homie, as your boy, I'm gonna say, Rod, I'm using you as an example because you are my
Mm-hmm.
homie, and I feel I can talk to you a certain way. I'm gonna say, Rod, you fucking up, man. Come on, walk with me, talk with me. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
what we talking about, man?
What's going on in your relationship that you got to lay hands upon a girl about if it ain't about loving her?
Man, didn't the church say, man, you must lay hands on your people, man?
No, you don't lay hands like that, bro. The only way you lay hands on your woman is just if you loving her, caressing her.
Right.
You don't lay hands on no woman because every woman is somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's child somewhere, and you don't know the repercussions of that family that's gonna come over here and know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that verbal abuse, man, that can get into somebody's head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can break a lady down verbally and get, you don't want to do that though, man. I mean, I'm gonna have that conversation with you because I'm gonna keep you accountable as your friend. Now, if I didn't really care about you, I don't give a fuck about that nigga, man. He gonna do
Right.
what he want to do any damn way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get myself involved there because now it's gonna be a conversation with me because I'm trying to intervene. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you my dude, I don't even care what the consequences are. You gonna be mad at me? Be mad at me, homie. It's
Yeah.
okay. But I'm gonna check you on that shit, man, because we real like that. You feel me? We real. So I'm gonna definitely hold you accountable for it. That's because that's just me. And I would want you, Miss Tracy, to hold me accountable if you see some fuck shit that I'm doing. Like, yo, Will, come on, man. That ain't even in your demeanor, bruh. What's really going on? What's going on with you, Will? Somebody put me to the side and said, man, you need to go talk to a counselor or something, man, because that ain't even how I've been knowing you. That don't even seem like you, man. Get your shit together. You're holding me accountable. So absolutely. If you fucking up and I'm your homie, yes, I gotta check you on your accountability. That's my
Hey, but
verdict.
you know what though? I think people get the different strengths confused. Cause see, being strong physically, that's one thing.
Mhm.
And the majority of men are stronger than women physically. And when you carry yourself, and this is just me talking to the little homies out there, when you carry yourself a certain way, you don't have to prove I'm physically stronger than you are, because your woman will not test you, not out of fear, because she respects your ass. She
Come on.
look at you as, that's my dude, and I've had the honor of being with women that respected me in that way. I've messed up some relationships and stuff, man, being a knucklehead or whatever, being out there on my ego shit, right?
Yeah.
But I've had women, I deal with women that respect me. And I've learned as I've gotten older about what is strength. Strength is not, strength is knowing what you can do, but you don't do it.
Come on.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And what I want for young black men to realize is that, bro, you come with an innate strength that's inside of you, that all you gotta do is let it show. You know, it's like your aura. Once you come through, bruh, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. And if you feel like you got to put your hands on a woman, or you got to constantly check a woman, or you got to constantly be confrontational, bruh, if you got to come out of pocket, you got to just tell her to go, or you
That's
got to
it.
leave. Don't put yourself in a position to wind up in that cage. And you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Even if you go overnight, that shit on your record.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get that motherfucker off. So I want these young dudes out here, man, to be able to hold their emotions in check, keep their hands to themselves, and just deal with women that you respect. Stop
Yeah.
dealing with women because you want to fuck. Deal with women
Right.
you respect. Go
Yes.
ahead, Tracy.
So, you know, I kind of am gonna sit this one out because the topic is men holding men accountable. But I will say that I am the kind of friend that would hold my brothers accountable, my male friends accountable, because I'm a woman and I know what it's like to be in fucked up situations and dealing with niggas and they fuck shit. And it's just not cool. So I appreciate brothers like y'all who are willing and able to have these conversations with their homies, because I think men receive accountability checks easier and better from men.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that because you also have a culture of men who have relationships with other men, and they're getting horrible advice from each other and giving each other horrible advice. But then you got a pocket of men like y'all who are intelligent, who are well-rounded, who have experience and wisdom and seasoning to offer. And I think that it's your duty to offer it, because we all in this shit together and it's all about the universal family. It's all about lifting each other up. It's all about fortifying our strengths. And if I know some things that you could benefit from, then fuck yeah, I'm gonna say it to you. And I think brothers should take that position. If you have something to offer, offer it. If you have knowledge and wisdom on certain situations, lend it to the young brothers or your friends or even your uncle or whoever might need it at the time. But what is the saying um about um I forget it. One of the worst things you could do that could happen in society is when good men stand by and do nothing. So I think it's obligatory to do so. I think it's an obligation for men to hold each other accountable, especially when they know better. And when you know better, you do better. And I think hearing it from a man makes it stick that much more than hearing it from a woman. Because, men grow up, boys grow up with their mamas and their sisters. We always fussing. We always talking shit. We always telling us some shit. But when you hear it from a man, I think it resonates more with other men when it comes from a man. So, brothers, if you have the opportunity to lend some knowledge and wisdom, do it.
Yeah.
That's my verdict.
Yeah, that's the genuine. You have to be genuine, and when people respect you genuinely, you can say what you need to say, and they gonna go. You know what? I totally understand where you're coming from with that. Because the only situation scenario I can give a person is the stuff that I've been through personally, to sort of hopefully it resonates with you with what you're going through. And some people say sometimes that's you putting yourself in that situation, but only situation I know is what I've been through. So
Right.
only pull from that to help you in your situation if I can. So but that's where the general respect comes in for your significant someone that you do consider a friend. Because not everybody can
Yes.
get the friend term.
Right. Right. Right.
Right.
You know, everybody can get that conversation. You would like to, but you like, man, I don't even know how they won't even respond to this, or even go there. You know what I'm saying? So they may take it and run. We don't know. So sometimes you got to ask that question. So hey, if I pose this to you, how would your reaction be? You know, that's that real conversation because I don't want to step on any toes. So how can we have this conversation? You know, but that's with an associate. With a friend like Sherrod, I'm gonna pull his ass to the side. Yo, man, we need to talk. You know, and that's real. And I know he would do the same for me. Yo, Will, holler, come holler at me, man. I heard some shit. I seen some shit. You know, I gotta know what's going on, man. You know, and
When it's
let's
your
see what.
man's, sensitivity is not even the fuck. See, sensitivity is for little kids and women, right? When it's your man's, it's like, dog, what the fuck you doing? You know, it's like I'm in your face with this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what every man should do to the men that they know. Now, when you say, hey, check check men that you don't know, that's a different whole different scenario, right? That's a
That's a
different
whole
scenario.
different thing.
And I would warn against other men listening to these niggas on social media telling you how you should do this and that and the other. You know, it's like, bruh, me, I'm reaching out and I'm gonna tell you to, hey, you gotta handle the situation the best way you can. You gotta use logic. But then in using logic, and what I found out about myself is that I become so logical at times when I should be emotional. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And it's not the part about being hard. It's just being so logical to where you're trying to make analytical sense of a situation that requires for you to be emotionally intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your IQ can get in the way of your EQ. And
mm,
I would want young men out there to be able to understand the emotional side of things and the intellectual side of things. And you got to be able to discern which one is the best to use for any given situation. You
no,
know, so I've made so many mistakes in my life, bruh, that I can, it's like 50 Cent says something, I can't learn anything from a broke man. That was one of the worst comments that I think you can tell, because everybody on this planet is a teacher if you are willing to open your fucking ears.
eh,
Yes.
Because
yeah.
I can tell you what I didn't do that hindered me from being able to do what I want to do.
Oh,
And
Right.
I was unable to be disciplined and structured when I was younger because I thought I was smarter than I actually was.
mm,
You know, so when I speak to young men, I speak to these young men with respect and I speak to them with love. Bruh, I don't see any one of you black men out there as my enemy. I want the best for each and every one of us.
true.
And if you are putting your hands on a woman, thinking about it or whatnot, or you're tempted to, because she's always in your, if a woman is in your face, and we have those, because I had a woman literally tell me, she pushed me, like talking shit and all this stuff. She pushed me to see if I would lose control.
Mm,
She says, nobody can be under
Wow.
control like that.
mm,
And I was like, my one question, had I lost control, who was going to stop me? We're here
Right.
by ourselves. And I said, so I love me more than I love you. So I'm going to make sure I don't do anything to you that's going to harm me. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You're not going to get me caught in no fuck shit. So,
it's just
you know, and y'all know me, I go off on women all day long. It's a certain demographic, you bitches, hoes, and whores, that I just really can't stand. But when it comes to classy black women and shit, that display themselves as such, I got the utmost respect for them, because when I was on my knuckles, I had women helping me. Not just relatives. It was when they saw me doing what I need to do with my daughters and this and that when I was struggling, black women came and was like, I got you on that. Oh, you need this. So it ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna disrespect women, black women, classy black women. All the rest I don't have shit for. So when I see one of y'all or hear one of these going through this situation with these young brothers, now all I'm gonna tell these young brothers, like, bro, you gotta understand what kind of woman you dealing with. If you dealing with a woman that's doing some things that you just cannot stand, man, walk away.
Leave.
Don't,
Yes. Leave.
leave.
Cause what's the point? It's the whole point to being in a relationship is to contribute to each other's happiness.
Oh, Tracy,
If you are not, if you're doing the opposite of that, what's the point?
in together.
Like for real, why even engage?
Why are you even together? It's so easy to.
Yeah,
But I'm not doing this no more because one, we're not aligned, we're not on the same page. You pushing, I'm pulling. I thought we supposed to be pushing together. So this is
Or
not going.
pulling
right.
together.
But
Something we're supposed to be doing it together in sync,
Now,
and
no, but
now
if
here's the
it's not
thing:
going,
you
let
get
it
a
go.
woman that's happy, and you come to the relationship with happiness, right? Because I tell all young men, your job is not to make a woman happy. Your job is to come into a relationship and not fuck up her happiness.
Come
That's
on.
what it
correct. I'm
is.
responsible for my own happiness, so
Right.
I got that. I'm coming here with happiness. I'm coming to the relationship already with all the shit.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I just need you to not deplete my fucking happiness.
That's
I
right.
need you to not take away from my happiness. So yeah, this is a good topic. Um, but it also makes me want to talk about something else, something you said, Sharad.
Hmm.
This is another topic for another time.
Okay.
What women, what kinds of women, females, deserve your respect, and
Oh,
what kinds of women don't? So let's talk about that one day.
got you.
Please.
I'm gonna add
Okay.
to the show. We're gonna get another one. We got to get you. We got to balance this out for you, Tracy. We got to find a lady. She may not be a Virgo, but I want another woman to come in and just give that perspective as well. Because you have
Okay.
strong, but let's get another strong woman just to balance us out. Because I don't. Well, yeah, I know you don't mind, but sometimes I just want that extra. Maybe us
I
three
do.
think so much alike that other person be like, you know what I'm saying? So
Right. Okay, let's do it.
that's on the cuffs of the Virgo.
We just call them a guest
Yes.
zodiac sign.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm with that.
I'm see if I can get them to align up with us one day, just on some of these topics. That way we have a little balance sometimes. I know you don't
Yes.
mind, but it just I'm just thinking, maybe it balances it out because it's still a Virgo verdict, but that's where the lives
Yes.
come in. That maybe we can pop somebody,
Yeah.
go ahead and give their response or something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that
We
I'm
done. That's
attention
yeah.
across the
I
board.
think I think men can benefit from healthy communicative relationships with other men. And
Yeah.
I think absolutely yes, men should be holding each other accountable. If you see something, say something. Everybody knows fuck shit when they see it and hear it. And if you hear it out of your homeboy or you see it in your homeboy, pull that nigga to the side and have a real come to Jesus moment conversation with them.
Hmm.
That's my verdict.
Will.
My is what we said. I'm gonna hold my man accountable. I'm gonna talk to my man. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? If he's an associate, I tread lightly. But if he's my friend, and I gave him that title, I'm definitely gonna have a conversation and hold him accountable for any fuck shit that's going on. My
For
verdict.
sure. Hey. I agree with y'all, man. But before we call ourselves speaking to anybody else, check ourselves. Look at that man in the mirror first, and then you make sure your shit
Absolutely.
is right tight, and then you can go speak to whoever you want to with actual respect. Because if a nigga see you beating your woman and then you trying to tell him not to do that, he like, man, come on, man, you hypocrite. So I
Right.
agree with y'all, man.
The
We
head
need to
locked
have
up.
that communication.
All right, y'all. The verdicts have been laid down. Let us know what you think. Please put something in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. If you ever would like to be on the show, please hit us up at virgoverdict@gmail.com. If you have an alternate verdict, let us know. We're open
Mm-hmm.
to hearing all verdicts and opinions. So until next time, peace.
Peace.